This is Ashley's Hooligan, and today I have Wanda Webworth, which is brand new for Spirit Halloween for the 2024 season. And this is a very, very unique prop. She is the only standing up 6 feet tall, standing spider that I've ever seen them make. They've made, for a very long time, the jumping spider. They've had a few variations of that. They had a remote-controlled crawling spider a while ago, and then recently they had the deadly creeper, which was like a gigantic spider that would crawl. Like you would have put him on the roof, and it would make him look like he's crawling on your roof. But she is one of the coolest ones they have ever had. Just very unique, and personally, I think it's the best. So straight out of the box, we have. I'll start with the body slash the carapace, basically the butt of the spider that produces the web, and it also has the motor for her and the sound box. Then right here we have the head. Now it is a very detailed head. I'll get into more depth of the head later when she's fully set up. And then underneath her there is the outer covering that has all the like fur on it. And what's really cool about these is they have this little protective thing to keep the fur from getting caught in the Velcro, and that just gets pulled off. And let's see, you can see that the Velcro is all clean under there. Now we have a bunch of the same of this little arm slash leg piece, and it has a little spike on the bottom, and there's a bunch of those. Then there's the two main arms and these are the ones that move up and down, and those look very, very cool. Then we have the legs, and then these feet, which if you have ever bought a spirit clown before, they're made out of the same material for their shoes, and these are they're vacuform material, but they look good. So I'm probably going to make foam, like the same thing I made the set out of. So it's like pink insulation foam. I'm probably going to make new feet for these guys because they look good, but I don't want them to get broken on Halloween. So starting off, first you have to get the feet and put them right here and then right here. And they have little hooks in the bottom so they don't move too much when they are set up. Now, first, we put on these, and you can move the foot to kind of make it so you can easily put on the leg. And then here we go. For next leg, we have this one. And that just slides on just like the other one, and there are it'll snap right on it. Then moving up just a little bit, we have the other part of the leg, and that also just slides on. Just like that, and then you can slide all of the pieces of foam down so you can get like a nice look. Then right here we have the body. And you can put both of those on just like so. Just gotta twist it on until it goes. That one's in. Now this one has to go in just like that. Then next, we have to put the head on. And then this one's, at least, I don't know if it's on all Wanda Webworths or it's specifically mine, but the way this little plastic piece is cut makes it very difficult to get the head slid on. But you can kind of go over it and hook it if you get it on well enough, right there. There we go. And then I will put on a little bit of the clothes, but it's more of, it's pretty difficult. So I will cut and then come back afterwards. But I will just put it on, like, for the most part. So then you can see how it goes on. So it slips on just over the back and then up, just like that. And then you can put the little pieces of Velcro that are underneath here. And then there are another piece of Velcro here, and that goes right here. Here and here. And then as you can see on this side, there are all the wires that you plug in together, and then there's little pieces of Velcro that comes up, and you just line it up, and then I'll cut, do all that, and come back. So we have to put this arm piece into this little hole up here, and it can be a little difficult, but if you find the right position to do it, I like to use the unvelcroed part right down here and put it in a little bit, just like this. It's almost in. You just have to really find where these prongs go into. And then like that, you can tuck the remaining little fabric in there. And then you do this, a similar thing with the other arm, which is this one. And there are two arms here, but I'll put the smaller arm in first. Now you have to put it in through here, but I like to use this little piece back here to guide it in. And that can go in just like this. I think it has to be a different piece. So these all look the same, so you have to be very careful of what arm you use, and they're all bendable, so you can pose it however you want. And then this is going to be the right piece right here. Right, just like that. And then we can get the other arm, which are over here. And these ones are much easier to tell the difference because you just need to grab the right side. And you also put it through this little tab right here. And it goes in fairly easily. You might just have to pose it just a little bit, and you can get it in. Let's see. And then you can expose it too, so it's easier. You're just going to keep positioning it so you get it just the way you want it, so it's real easy to put into the port. You got it right in there. Then you can reposition it to however way you want. And then that's this side. I'll do the other side off camera. Now this is what she looks like when she's fully set up. And some cool things about her is you can put a multi-prop remote, step pad, any type of those different triggering options. You can also attach a one of those battery compartments that makes them run on batteries. You can also use her on, there's a constant mode, and then there is a sensor mode, and her sensor is actually right down there, which is pretty smart because you don't see it, and it can get a lot of people with the range of the motion sensor. I have her muted so you can see her move, and I can kind of like describe all of her details without having to hear her, and then I'll get into like an actual demo after I do this. And you can see that they put some really, really bright LEDs behind her eyes. These two stay like a solid color, but the ones underneath, they kind of flicker and they fade in and out. And while she's off, or now she's on, but you can see these, they don't move alone, but when they're kind of hanging there, her mouth will move them and make them kind of look like they're moving with her mouth. And the teeth that she has look very much like kind of dog teeth mixed with human teeth, because they're pointy, but they're not spider teeth, so they're more humanoid looking teeth. And her head sculpt in general is really good. At first, when I saw her, I didn't like how she kind of looked like one of those like the Costco spiders you can get. But as seeing her in person, she's really, really cool. She doesn't look like one of those like cheap spiders with all the hair on her anymore. She looks a lot different and more unique than all of those. I especially like these two that move, because they're both moving at different times, and they don't have like, they're very fluent in their motion, and I think it looks really cool. This was Az's Hooligan. Thank you very much for watching. And I hope you did enjoy this, because I haven't done a full setup in a long time, especially with a gigantic kind of towering animatronic like Wanda Webworth. And this build was a little bit complex just because of the arms, but if you have a second person, you can really do it pretty easily. And everything else, when I first got her, I set her up immediately, and I didn't have to use any instructions except for the arms. So it's a pretty simple build, and it's pretty fun too. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you would like to say anything about this terrifying spider, please put it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.